for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well,
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Christmas night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Tyler Huntley and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. This, not your typical Monday night with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Merry Christmas to you and yours, everyone at home. But Charles, this, the third of three here on this Christmas day. We saw the 49ers, remember, on Thanksgiving night as well. Now they're back, looking to turn the tables on the team that got the better of them in Super Bowl 47.
And that was a decade ago. And that was brother versus brother. That was a storyline. One still remains, but the storyline that exists today, two really good teams getting ready to go at it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
This is Samuel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens make their way out on offense, and they're led by their 25-year-old quarterback, undrafted out of Utah, Tyler Huntley.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 63 yards. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens heading out on offense. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold in for the Ravens? With career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Huntley. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. It fights him off. Steps away. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw, Huntley. Staying on his feet, being chased, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyler Huntley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now Samuel. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McCloud, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That one in the books. A touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McCloud will not return it. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting?
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Huntley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now the rookie's free. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Odafe Owe there on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Kohlman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Purdy sets up to throw again. And this pass caught by Gray. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That one complete to his receiver Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy now on 2nd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back McCaffrey. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, so well.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right down to a knee at the 25. A final shot before break. Huntley. That's caught. Oh, what a grab by Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Kohlman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Anthony Richardson leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Matthew Stafford sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. That's going deep for Bateman.
There he goes again, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 74 yards. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Play action. Now Purdy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job trip.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Drake Jackson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's Huntley. Rolling to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 41 yards. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 64 yards. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big that we just saw there downfield.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Davis Price on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Davis Price up the middle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Take it at the 37. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. 63 yards on the punt return score. And the Ravens are pouring it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now, because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching it more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to throw. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw. Purdy. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Dancing to his left. That's going deep for Bateman. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Justin Madubuike able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
His throw incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it...
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a throw here, hauled in. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain well behind.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Purdy. And now here is another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. What impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Tucker with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Purdy with one final shot here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Bling, bling, bling. This man.